Welcome to this edition of the Towson Men's Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Marikas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Scarry. And Coach, just one game last week, and unfortunately didn't go the Tigers' way as they headed up to snowy Philadelphia to take on Drexel, 68-62 loss. A game where, I mean, the one positive, you only had 5 turnovers the entire game. Unfortunately, the offense never really got into gear.
No, we've had, a tough ball game up there. Drexel's had a good year, physical team. Yeah, I mean, we've had struggles on offense. Obviously, we've talked about shooting the ball from three-point land. We're not taking as many of those as we'd like, but we haven't shot well from there. And the other day was a little bit similar to a couple other games. We got a lot of really good shots from 0 to 5 feet. We just didn't have a lot of success converting them. So, we've got to try to get a little bit better at that. We've still tried to hop on with our guys, take care of it, glass it at a high level, and really lock down defensively. We only did one of those 3 things. We took care of it. The other 2, we kind of weren't up to snuff. So that would have...
Very uncharacteristically, you got out-rebounded by double digits.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen often.
Doesn't happen a lot. I think some silly fouls by us early in the game forced us to... we had to kind of play some guys out of position. I thought Tyler Coleman and Jaquan Womack gave us some good minutes at the 5 spot, but that hurt us. The kid Garfield Turner had a career day around the rim against us. So, that's basketball. Stuff happens. We tried to adjust to it. Had some good runs late, but not enough to get over the proverbial hump. That's the deal this time of year, right? You've got to be able to close out close games. I believe we can do that. We haven't consistently done that in conference, though.
All right, well, we're headed down the home stretch. 3 games coming up between Thursday and Tuesday.
Player's dream right there.
There you go. You start off with Elon on Thursday night at CQ, follow up by, and a quirk of the schedule, you're going to play Campbell on Saturday, next to the last game of the year. You haven't faced them yet. And another quirk of the schedule is you played William and Mary week 1, and then you never see them again. Now Campbell in the next to the last game, and you haven't seen them all year.
Yeah, they're like non-conference games popping up in February. Yeah, it's. I think the bigger all these leagues get, the more those kind of strange things you're going to see. But our focus, first and foremost, is on Elon, a really good offensive team with the kid Cutthrow inside, and then some excellent three-point shooting. And they're different than a lot of teams that you see in college basketball in that they're an excellent cutting, screening, off-ball movement team. So they really test your defensive discipline. Now,
when you played them last month, that may have been your most complete conference game of the year. I mean, you had few turnovers. You played great defensively. D. Will had 24 points, and you win 72-59 on a team that at the time was very hot.
Yeah, I think you touched on the things. We took care of the ball. Our defensive rebounding was up to snuff against a really good offensive team, and then Dylan gave us some separation late. He was just sensational. It's kind of way you'd like to script it, in the last couple weeks of the season and the conference tournament. Can you do those things that give you a chance every night, like defend, rebound, take care of the ball, and then can you get the ball on offense to the Mariano Rivera of the world and let him close the door?
And then Campbell on Saturday, and Elon's a very good offensive team. Campbell may even be better, averaging 80 points a game, led by DJ Smith, who's averaging 20 a ball game.
Yeah, John's done a great job. They've had some good wins. First of all, their backcourt between Smith and Johnson are getting like 39 a game. That's a lot. And then the big kids inside are both good. So, it's a quick turnaround. They have a lot of ball screen concepts from Florida where he came. So they're a very good team on that side of the ball.
And then you will finish up the season on Tuesday night at Stony Brook. Tough place to play. A team that, as we speak now, is still fighting to try to get into the top 4. So we don't know what their situation is going to be on Tuesday. We don't know what Towson's situation is going to be on Tuesday. But a tough place to finish up the regular season.
Well, I think that Stony Brook's had a great year. They'll be ready for us. The kid Pratt has absolutely been a player of the year candidate. You know, it's amazing. I heard something on him last week that he's playing with a torn meniscus as well, which is pretty impressive when you think about the type of season he's had. So, yeah, they're all good teams. You know, we have to prepare like we always do, and then we've just got to be better in a couple areas if we want to get where we can still get to.
What do you tell your players? I mean, you still got a couple of regular season goals you can hit, which is one, a winning season, a 500 conference season. You know, how do you keep them motivated coming down the stretch here, headed into the final 3 games?
Well, I think there's a couple things. One, I've been trying to pound them with this graphic quite frequently about get 1% better today. You know, just in a little bit of a couple areas. I think the other piece in this day and age, we're in a new era of college sports. If you want to help yourself, the last couple weeks of the regular season and the conference tournament is a great way to help yourself if you can perform at a high level. So what does that mean? I think the trick is getting guys to play to their strengths. If you're a rebounder, do that at a high level. If you're a defender, do that at a high level. If you're a shot maker, do that. I think when you mix up some of those things, then sometimes you can have a sauce that tastes a little off.
All right. Sauce a little off. That could be scary. Normally I try to end with something philosophical. Here's what I got for you today.
Socrates. Here we go.
I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm out.
I'm sure there's a lot of viewers that appreciate that.
Can you add something? Can you add something?
I appreciate the support. Looking forward to great crowds this week. I would say our crowds this year have been amazing at CQ Arena.
All right, so the Tigers, Thursday night against Elon, Saturday against Campbell. Thursday night, if you can't make it out to CQ, and we certainly hope you can, we'll be on MeTV for the first time this year, and then on Saturday on Monumental Sports. So for the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Scarry, I'm Spiro Marikas. As always, thanks for tuning in.